Like the video and subscribe for this wonderful looking cookie. This video will teach you how to make thousands of gold and build a boat for treasure. We are going to be taking a look at the top 20 to 30 best gold glitches in build a boat history. Sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get started. First glitch we're going to do is sit inside of a chair just like this, and we can either use a glue block, a firework, or a cake. What I'm going to do is place a firework and then a hinge block just like this, and I'm going to eat a candy just for a better boost, hold shift lock, and just like this, I can now go to the end, and this is going to pay me the maximum amount of gold every single time. You can fly around, you can go up and down super easily, and this will pay me 237 gold every time. You can also use the same glitch with the cake block and also the glue block as well. Literally just place the hinge on. This next glitch is super cheap, and it'll also allow you to go to the end every single time. So just place a post with an anchor just like this. Place 2 tables. You want to scroll inside of your inventory here, and you actually want to find the servo. You're going to flip the servo so that way the darker gray is facing towards the plot right there. We're going to scroll back up. We're going to grab a truss just like this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to place 3 blocks up like this. We're going to place a seat a little bit off the ground like so. We're then going to sit inside of the seat, and we are going to grab ourselves a firework. Once we actually have this firework, we're going to place it on the back side of this, delete the wood spots, keep this, and then we're going to go up to the truss that we placed, and we're going to line up, make sure our body is like climbing it just like so, and then what we're going to do is line up like so, and we're just going to connect the firework right there so that way we can't move, and then we're going to do exactly the same thing. You don't have to use a candy for this, but I'm going to anyway. Grab a candy, delete the post, use this, and boom, just like this, we are off. And this is also another very easily controlled gold glitch inside of Build-A-Boat. You just hold spacebar and you go to the end. It's as simple as this. Make sure you guys stay tuned because we got some crazy gold glitches coming up that you just have to see. This right here is one of my favorite glitches inside of the game. All I do is sit down like this, and I'm going to actually attach a glue block or a cake block. It does not matter. I'm just going to be using a cake. I'm going to place 2 cakes inside my avatar like this, or I could just use 1 glue block. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab the boxing glove, and I'm going to face it forward. Oh my goodness, guys. You guys have just got to see this. I'm going to delete the seat, and all I'm going to do is put shift lock on, and I'm going to hold spacebar just like this, or press spacebar, and look at how easy this is to actually get to the end. This is literally just like cheating inside of the game, and this one does go very fast throughout the stages, and you guys will see here I'm about to go to the end in literally a split second. I probably could have got more gold from doing this, but I kind of rushed it. But just like this, you guys can see we are now at the end treasure, just like that. It's as simple as this. This next glitch is super easy and is definitely one of my favorites inside of the game. Huge shout out to Adrianzo for showing me this a long time ago. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to place a pilot seat just like this. We're going to place a post right there. We're going to grab the hinge block and make sure that the yellow part is facing inwards just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves a magnet like so. We're going to take this magnet, we're going to flip it this way, go inside of the seat, delete the post, activate the magnet like this, and you guys can see the magnets are super overpowered and it's so easy to control. Literally, it's so smooth and you can get to the end so easily with this glitch. Definitely a 10 out of 10 gold glitch inside of the game. This next one is super overpowered as well. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with yet again another wood rod, and then we're going to, from this wood rod, we're going to take 1 titanium rod, go like this, and we're going to make a T shape just like so. So now that we actually have this, we are then going to grab myself a hinge block. Once again, we're going to place this hinge so the yellow part is sticking out towards the plot, and then from here I'm going to grab myself a neon block or a wood block. I like the neon block, but the wood block does work as well. And then from here we're going to grab ourselves a pilot seat. We're going to place it right about there, and then we're going to grab ourselves a magnet once again. So I'm going to take this magnet, I'm going to flip it around so it's facing right about there, and now we're pretty much good to go. So I'm just going to go in here, delete the post, activate the magnet like this, and it's going to give you a little jump start, but it's okay because it's still super easy to control. And look at this, guys. We are just strolling through the stages. This is so nice, and it is definitely a great glitch. This next glitch that I'm going to show you is absolutely insane, and you guys have just got to see this. Okay, this is actually so sick, and I wasn't going to include this on the list, but it does make you gold inside of the game, and it is really cool. So we're just going to get some elevation just like this, and what we're going to do is we are going to take a hinge block. Like, this is actually crazy. We're going to place it up just like this, and then we are going to grab myself a red jet, and what we're going to do is we're going to place the jet on the hinge, right? And then we're going to take ourselves a seat like so, or just a normal seat. We're gonna place it right here, and we're gonna go inside of the seat, and we're just gonna activate the jet. And check this out, guys. It's gonna slowly go forward like this, and then boom, it goes in a straight. Oh my goodness. This next glitch is also super good. We're gonna place 1, 2. Actually, I'll start with another block right here. We're gonna go 1, 2, and then 3, and then 4, just like this. So once we actually have that, we're going to place the hinge block once again, guys. The hinge block is so good inside of the game, and we're literally gonna go like this, go inside of the middle. We're gonna take 2 glue blocks, go 1, 2. It helps it a little bit more straight, and just like this, you press spacebar, and you can just go through the stages just like it's literally this easy, guys. And if you want to like slow down, you just stop pressing W, and look it, we are just floating through the stage right now. Like, we literally just look like a fidget spinner right now, just going through the stage. It's literally so easy. Like, look at this. I'm not even touching my keyboard at the moment. And if we wanted to go to the end treasure, oh, we just go like this, and then we just delete everything, just like that, right over the end. And we fall down just like this, and boom, that's like another 200 gold. Next up, we kind of have a glitch just like that, except this one we're going to place gold blocks instead. So I want to place a post and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. We're then going to grab the hinge block once again. Make sure it's facing upward. By the way, I'm doing all this with anchor block turned off. I'm going to go inside of the middle like so, and then I'm going to place 1, 2, butter blocks like that, delete the post, and just like this. It's kind of literally like the same exact glitch. All we have to do is just hold W on our keyboard. If we're going too fast, we just stop holding it. I'm not even touching my keyboard right now, and I'm just literally just hovering through the stages. If it gets trouble, I just press spacebar once again, and you can see how easy it is to get gold inside of Build-A-Boat, guys. Like, this is literally so easy. I'm just claiming gold left and right. Let's hop into the next glitch. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to place a post just like this, and then I'm going to place myself a pilot seat. From this pilot seat, I'm going to go like so. I'm going to go inside of my inventory, and I'm going to grab myself a titanium rod. I'm going to place 1, 2, just like this, and then I'm going to take, once again, another magnet. There's so many magnet glitches. We're going to place it just like this, and then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take another hinge block, just like this. We're going to make sure it's facing upward, and we're going to place a block on top of that. So I'm going to use this block right about here. We're going to place that right there. We're then just going to go inside of here, delete this, activate the magnet. It's going to push us up like this once again, and we are now able to go inside of the stages. This one you have to use a little bit more movement to control it, but it really just matters where you place the block with the magnet. But just like this, I mean, I'm going through the stages pretty easily, and you can just fly right through. As simple as that. It's literally this simple, guys, and you can get yourself some free gold. For this one, all you guys want to do is just place a seat and then a cake or a butter block, doesn't matter, and just scale a giant block just like this. We actually have this giant block scaled. What you are going to do is go on to the next step, which is super easy. Also, make sure that the build is levitating off the ground just a little bit, and make sure anchor block is turned off. Next step we're gonna do is we're gonna place a spring right off here on the back, lined up with the cake, so that way that end is facing towards the team plots. And then you guys are literally on to one of the final steps here. So I'd attach it with the wood block to the bottom like that, so it connects the metal and also the grass. We're just gonna place a plastic block right on the end of the spring, and then from here we're just gonna save it, so that way you guys can just respawn this in whenever you want. We're gonna sit down here, delete the wood block as soon as we attach a cake to ourselves, or literally anything. It could be a butter block, doesn't matter. So we're gonna make sure that our body's attached to the metal, and then what we're gonna do from here is then place this right there. Okay, so now we're connected and we're good to go. Place a hinge right there. Okay, that should be good. And then we're gonna delete the wood block, delete the seats, and we're gonna fly this thing over to one of the stages. So I do recommend eating a candy. You can get there a little bit faster. So we're gonna go past the first stage, second stage, right about here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to use my property tool. I'm gonna click on the plastic block, and I'm gonna anchor it just like this. And once it's anchored, I'm gonna take my scale tool, and I'm gonna scale tool the anchored block right here. So grab scale tool, scale it up just like that, and you'll see I actually become unanchored from the block. So now I want to take this platform, I'm gonna fly this all the way back. Also, huge shout out to Fluffy for showing me this. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Fluffy. We're gonna take this all the way back here over to our team plots, and you're gonna line it up on the team plots as best as possible. So the longer the platform is, the better, but it really doesn't matter too much because it's still gonna work either way. It doesn't matter if it's 1 block long or, you know, it really doesn't matter. We're just gonna bring this down here, try to line it up as best as possible, and what you're gonna do from here is then just unanchor everything, and we're just gonna go like that, delete that, and we're pretty much good to go now. So every time you actually touch this block, this is actually going to teleport you inside of the stages, and you're going to get gold every single time. Check this out right there. Boom, reset, and it goes boom, just like that. 36 gold every single time you touch this block. It basically teleports you into the stage, and just like that, you just keep on getting 36 gold every single time. basically teleports you into the stage, and just like that, you just keep on getting 36 gold every single time. Speaking about stages and gold glitches, check out this crazy thing we did just earlier a couple weeks ago that we literally every single time we spawn in inside a Build-A-Boat, we make gold. Yes, you guys heard that right, and it's completely AFK. All we did was move the team plots. You have to see this. What we actually did is we did the terrain moving glitch. Me and Skeleton moved every single spawn point from white team over inside of a stage. So every single time we'd spawn in inside of the stage, and we would literally just make infinite gold because we would just fall on the rocks, die instantly, and it was all AFK because every single time you spawned in, it literally would work just like this. Like, it was so overpowered. Now, if we were to actually move the spawn points just a little bit farther up inside the stage, we'd be getting 54 gold every single time instead of 36. So if you guys do this, make sure you move the spawn points just a little bit more up than we did here, and you get way more gold inside of it. The next glitch we're going to get into is one that's classical, and it actually does work a majority of the time. So what we're actually going to do is we're literally just going to place ourselves a pilot seat just like this. Once we actually have the pilot seat, we literally are just going to grab a great thruster, and we're going to put it on the back of the pilot seat. Just like this, by deleting the post and activating the thruster, you can actually go through the stages. You might not get a lot of gold off of this, but it is still a pretty decent glitch to get to the end super fast. And just like this, we are pretty much at the end. I wonder how much gold we're going to get. One thing about using glitches like that are super fast is that it's all about speed. Right here, we're only going to make like 50 gold probably, or even less than that, or 72. I guess that wasn't terrible, I'm not going to lie, but it all depends on how long it takes you to go through each stage. The longer you go through each stage, the more gold you're going to get, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to set up a portal. Okay, I'm just going to set up a portal. I'm going to attach one to my avatar, and I'm going to actually bring it towards the back of spawn. This gold grinding method is actually super good, and not a lot of people actually know about this thing. So let me go ahead and place myself a portal right here. I'm just going to bring this right over to the spawn points, and believe it or not, guys, this portal is going to allow me to get hundreds of gold. All right, so then once it's stuck to my avatar, I'm just going to delete it like this. So now we actually have the portal on the ground. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to take myself another chair just like this. I'm then going to place another cake or anything to attach to my avatar. It could be a butter block. It could be genuinely anything. And I'm actually going to fly to the first stage. I'm inside of the first stage. I'm actually going to leave the portal right about here. I'm then just going to anchor this thing in case the stage does respawn. My portal will still be there. So if the stage is respawn, it doesn't actually mess it up. So then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take one last portal. Actually, two last portals. I'm actually going to place this on a jet turbine, and I'm going to place one post on this side, and I'm going to place one post on this side right there. And then I'm going to grab myself a portal. I'm gonna place it right here, and this time I'm gonna change the color to red, and this one I'm going to change the color to red. And what I'm gonna do from here is I'm going to actually grab this. I'm going to fly this. I'm gonna fly one of them over to where I originally put the first one. So I'm going to change my jet speed, turn it down to like 10 or whatever, and here we go. I'm then going to just drop this thing off right next to the other portal. Boom, right there. I'm also going to make sure that I anchor it. There we go. Turn my jet speed back up, and I'm going to take this final portal over to the end treasure. Believe it or not, guys, this right here is one of the most overpowered things inside of the game, and it barely takes any setting up. Considering also that you can get jets inside of the game, and also you can get portals for free, like, this is like by far like one of the best things. So we are now approaching the end, and I'm just going to grab my property tool. I'm going to select this portal. I'm actually going to make sure that my jet isn't as fast. I'm going to actually hover over this chest, and once I actually do that, I actually should probably go just a little bit lower here, just because I want to get a little bit lower. All right, here we go. Now that I'm approaching this, I'm going to take this anchor just like that. That should be good enough. All right, so then I'm just going to delete this, and boom, just like that. All right, so now I am officially dead. All right, so now we are all set up, and we're ready to go and start grinding gold. So every time I spawn in now, I'm gonna go over here. I'm just gonna walk over to this portal. I'm going to go inside of this stage, but I'm gonna count to 10. If you don't count to 10, then it's not going to work. So I'm like 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. All right, so let's go through this one. We're then going to fall pretty much right on top of the chest. We're then going to grab the chest. You can see how I actually activated it, and then you can see I'm about to claim a bunch of gold super fast. I'm probably not going to get a lot because I only went through one stage, but this is really good for grinding gold blocks super fast and just getting a small bit of gold. You can see right here, I just made 93 gold by literally just walking through a portal and then going over, waiting 10 seconds, and then going to the next one and then going to the end. Super overpowered, and it's a good way, especially if you don't like, you know, doing the grinders through the stages. This one always works, and you can just go down in, and you can just keep on doing this repeatedly over and over again, and it never lets you. Wow, guys, I was not voiceovering at all, but you guys just seen, if I actually press slash when I activate this thing, if I build this giant structure like so, it just goes through the end. It literally just goes through the stages super, super easily. And I didn't think this was actually going to work, but it does. So literally all you need is about like, I want to say like 60 gold blocks, maybe even less than that. And you can literally just fling through the stages. Like nothing stopping this thing. I believe the taller you make it, the more strong it'll actually become. So it is pretty interesting. And I saw this on TikTok. I've seen a lot of TikToks on this. I've never tried it before. And it's actually working way better than I thought it was. So I'll definitely give this gold glitch right here. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Although it isn't the fastest, it is still incredibly reliable. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know down below what you guys think about it, because this is actually going to give me most likely the maximum amount of gold possible. So I just can't complain. This next glitch is super easy to set up. All we're going to do is place a wood post just like this, and then we're going to grab ourselves 1, and we're gonna do 2, 3, 4. I think that should be fine actually. And then we're going to place a wood block on the end just like this. So once we actually have the wood block, we're gonna place a wood post, and then from here we're going to grab 2 more wood blocks. So we're gonna go 1, 2, just like that. And then of course, you guys guessed it, we're going to grab our hinge block like so. And then once we actually have our hinge block, we're going to take ourselves a clay block, or it could be just anything. I mean, we could even probably use plastic. I don't really think it matters, because the plastic strength is 1. This is actually, that's metal. Should I place? I think I'll place metal just because we're using wood right there. And then what we're gonna do is towards the front of the boat here, or this isn't even a boat, I should say. This is I don't even know what to call this thing. What would you guys call this, by the way? We're going to find the titanium rod. So once we actually have the titanium rod, we're gonna go 1, 2, just like that. And then on the end of this thing, we are literally so close to done. We're gonna go like this, and we're going to place a magnet right there. So that way this part's kind of sticking up just a little bit. And then we're going to grab our pilot seat, place it inside the middle, and we're just gonna sit inside of our pilot seat. And well, you guys guessed it, we're probably just gonna go like this, activate the magnet, and here we go. We are now off once again. It's literally this simple, guys. I want to say the magnet and the hinge block are just 2 of the best items inside of the game. Are you serious right now? Bro, you cannot be serious. There's no way that just happened. I refuse to believe that just happened. This next gold grinder is super good as well. What we're actually going to do is put our rotate to 45 degrees. So what we're actually going to start with is a normal titanium block. So we're just going to take a titanium block like so, and we're going to just tilt it like that. All right, so once we actually have that tilted, we're then going to grab ourselves a hinge block. So we're going to go down inside of our inventory here, place a hinge, make sure it's tilted as well. So we're going to go like this. I probably should put the yellow part facing in like so, and then we're going to grab ourselves a pilot seat. We're gonna go like that. There we go. Actually, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, I think this should work. It might not be 45 degrees, might have been more like 15, but hey, I think we can still make this thing work. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right here, grab our magnet, we're gonna place it so that way it's facing it towards the seat like this. There we go. And then we're gonna go inside of it, we're gonna launch, and we're gonna activate the magnet, and yep, this will work. Yes, it will. Guys, the magnet is just so overpowered. We are kind of going sideways, but hey, I mean, we're still going through the stages. Like, this is so easy, guys. This is literally so easy. We're literally making ourselves some free gold. It might not give us a lot because we're going through pretty darn fast. But hey, just like this, boom, we're at the end. Oh my goodness. Wait, that was so fast. Let's see how much gold I actually get from this, because I honestly have no idea. I'm almost at 50,000 gold again. Let's go. That's a plus. All right, so we got all of our gold right there. And let's see here. All right, we got our gold block. Come on, I think I'm going to get like probably 100 gold. I mean, that's the least I can ask for. Well, let's see right here. 165. Wow, that was way more than I was expecting. That's not bad. Place a seat just like this, and bro, he spawned this thing right on mine. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a seat just like this. I'm going to attach a cake, and I believe you can use this with fireworks as well. I don't think you actually need a cake, just as long as something is there to actually attach to your avatar. Anyway, so once we actually have the cake there, now what we're gonna do is we're going to grab ourselves the plastic block. We're gonna press 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then what we're going to do is at the end, we're going to grab a wood block and place it on the end. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to place down the blue candy just like this. And I'll have a tutorial tutorial out on my channel how to actually get the blue candy for free, because there's multiple ways to get it. I actually made a video on it not too long ago, but I kind of want to give a little refreshment because there's more ways to get it. Anyway, I'm going to place this little red jetpack right here just to have it. So now what we're actually going to do is we're going to take everything right here, make sure collision is turned off on all of this stuff right here. All right, make sure collision is turned off, make sure it's on this one as well. So only the front block pretty much have collision. We're gonna have collision turned off on all of this stuff right here. So the only block should have collision is the first one. Anyway, now we actually have this. We're just going to eat the blue candy like so, just like this. And then we're going to go inside of here, delete the cake, and then we're going to just replace the cake. That's all we're going to do. So that's way inside of our body and attaching to that block. And then from here, all we're going to do is just equip the jetpack. Actually, we're just going to delete this. We're going to equip the jetpack, select everything like so, or just the front blocks. You can keep the jetpack on if you want. It's whatever you guys want, just personal preference. And I'm just going to click this last block here, turn transparency to 100%. I'm going to do it on this block as well. And then you guys are actually going to need to turn on shift lock for this. So to do that, go to your Roblox settings and turn shift lock switch on, just like that. And then we're just going to hold this, and then we're just going to shift lock, just like this, and then we're just gonna hold S on our keyboard. And then what we can actually do is go to the end super easily. And look at this. This is actually so overpowered, literally just flying to the end. And you can actually control the speed on this thing very well. Like, this is not bad. Like, you can actually get probably 200 gold with this. I'm probably gonna end up getting 200 gold. This is probably a little bit faster than the hinge glitch with the cake and also the butter block. This glitch actually might be one of the better ones I've seen before, especially how cheap this thing is. This thing's super cheap. Jetpack only costs like 300 gold. And let's see how much gold we actually get from this glitch right here. And we just hit the chest. Oh my goodness. All right, I think we're actually gonna get about 200 gold for this run. Like, this thing's actually not bad at all. Here we go. We're going to get it. We got one gold block right there. And let's see. Dun dun dun. What are we going to get? And I'm assuming 200 gold, I think. Oh, 219, guys. That is not bad at all. This next one as well is super easy. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to place a post just like this, and then I'm going to grab another post, and I'm going to go 1 and then 2 just like so. So now we actually have this. We're going to place a seat, so we're facing forward. We're going to place right there, and then we're going to grab ourselves a magnet once again. So the magnet is right about here. Oh, I got to change my rotate degree. I'm still stuck on 45. All right, so here we go. Let's go put this right about, oh, what the, I'm on 1. Oh my goodness. All right, let's put that right about there. All right, so now we actually have this. Now we're actually going to grab ourselves some balloons again. So let's go take some balloons here. It doesn't really matter what balloons. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go 1 on the back and then 1 right there. And then we're going to take a hinge block. We're going to place this right about there. And then we're going to take the magnet. We already got the magnet. So yeah, now we're literally just good to go. So I can just go like this, and then I can delete this. Hopefully this will work. I'm actually very curious to see here. So we're going to go like this, and it should work. Is it not gonna go up? Balloons work! Oh gosh, I should have used a pilot seat for this one. Yeah, this will actually work if you use a pilot seat. Don't do what I did. Also, huge shout out to Waz for this next glitch. What you actually want to do is place a wheel just like so, and then you want to take any block. I mean, I used the snow blocks in this video because that's all I had at the time, so I just placed 50 snow blocks. So there is, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just like this. And then once you're actually at like 50, I believe, you're gonna place another wheel. Make sure that it's facing up on the block like so. Make sure anchor block is turned on, by the way, when you guys are doing this. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 like so. Place 1 down, and then another one right there. And then we're going to take a portal, and actually 1 more block, and then we're gonna take a portal like this, put it on the bottom like so. So what this actually does, it's a spawn grabber. So now we actually have this. We're just gonna save that part right there, and then we're basically done. All we have to do now is just go inside of one of the stages and set up another portal like in the middle of the stage. So what it's actually gonna do is, with this wheel contraption that we just set up, it's going to automatically grab us every single time, and it's gonna send us into the stages, and then we're gonna oof, and then we're gonna spawn back in. The portal's gonna grab us, and it's gonna be like a repeated process over and over again. So what you actually want to do is just set up a way to actually bring this portal inside of the stage, and you're just gonna fly this thing over. And this really did not work for me when I tried to do this, but once you actually get close enough to the first stage here, what you're gonna do is just end up anchoring the portal. You could have probably done this a lot easier instead of using the hinge glitch here. So once it's actually anchored, now all we have to do is just set up the wheel so it's good to go, and then it's going to be a spawn grabber. So it's just going to grab us every single time. Make sure you guys get a switch for this as well, because you're going to have to turn the switch on and off to actually activate and deactivate the wheel spinning, because sometimes it can be a pain if this thing's infinitely spinning. So what you actually can see right here is that it's actually going to connect to both of these wheels, but there's still a couple more things we're going to have to do. We're going to put the wheel torque all the way to green, just like that, and also collision off on everything. Make sure that this wheel right here is set to, I believe, 10 wheel speed, I believe. I could be wrong on that one. My bad. Change that to 5 speed. Just that wheel right there. And then you guys can see once you actually start activating this, it's going to spin around, and it's a portal grabber. So now when we spawn in, it should grab us across the spawn like so, and it should place us inside of the first. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it literally works, guys. Like, look at this. It's literally so easy, and you now have your own manual AFK grinder that takes genuinely 5 minutes to set up. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is so easy. You guys let this sit, do whatever, go eat dinner, eat a bag of Doritos, literally do anything, and you can get free gold from it. I mean, it's a win-win situation. It'll just keep on grabbing you over and over again, and there you go. This one does require some Robux, but you guys have just got to see it. So what I'm gonna do is just place a seat just like this, and then once I'm inside of the seat, I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna find myself 2 cakes like so, and then from here, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to grab myself some thrusters. But before I do that, I'm actually going to place some wings here. So once I actually have the wings, I'm going to take a gray thruster. I don't want the other one because the gray one is just enough speed. Whoopsies. Oh gosh, fusion. Woo, that was weird. That was weird. All right, I'm gonna attach a thruster to my avatar here. I might have to just anchor it like this. That's fine. Does it anchor? Come on, attach to my avatar. Will that attach? I think this might attach. There we go. All right, this will work. All right, 3, 2, 1, and just like this, you guys can see I can now go through the stages super easily. If I go too fast, I could always spin around. But look at this. This thruster is gonna run out any second now. Any second. There it is. And just like that, we are now at the end. It's literally that simple, guys. You can also do this with a jetpack as well. You don't have to do it with wings, except the wings is just very, very strong, which helps a ton. But yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and check this one out because this is super overpowered. But if you guys do want to see more gold glitches on the channel, make sure to go ahead and drop a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you all inside of the next one. Peace out and goodbye.